Hey, Puppy Trades! I wanted to do a video analysis update on the death of Liam Payne. We've seen a lot of interest in this subject recently, and I just think it is so awesome that everyone is really saying the same thing very quickly. Liam Payne and Diddy, something very strange going on about Liam Payne's death. I mean, we were not really in this area just a couple years ago where someone could die like Matthew Perry and everyone would say, oh, this is foul play, something's going on here. And we see that ever since Diddy has been arrested, we've seen some interesting people go missing, interesting people resign, interesting people die. In the wake of One Direction singer Liam Payne's October 16th death, many fans are trying to make sense of his unexpected passing, and some are using Sean Diddy Combs to do it. We'll explain. Both men now in the news cycle, the latter for his shocking federal indictment on charges of racketeering, sex trafficking, and engaging in interstate transportation for prostitution. An old clip of Payne's talking about Diddy on BBC's The Graham Norton Show from 2017 has resurfaced. In it, the What Makes You Beautiful singer recounts the time he met the Bad Boys mogul and Jay-Z at a party, though it isn't clear if he's referencing one of Diddy's famous all-white parties or something different. So, Liam Payne, he was part of this boy band craze. Boy singer craze in the 2010s with Justin Bieber. And of course, Justin Bieber has been brought up a lot in these P. Diddy discussions. It looks like Liam Payne was able to avoid a lot of these. But let's just get into, some more of these internet conspiracies. If you look up Liam Payne, gematria, people are pointing out very similar stuff. Let's focus on this birthday for a little bit. August 29th, 1993. Now, I want you to add 2 and 9 together. You're going to get 11. So in occultism, numerology, you add those numbers together and you reduce them and you get kind of a secret number. So August 11th instead of August 29th, 1993, from August 29th to October 16th is 48 days. Liam Payne in reverse production, meaning if you add up the letters of Liam such that L is the 12th letter, that 1 plus 2 is going to be 3. L in reverse is 14. It's the 14th letter if you take the alphabetic order in reverse. So 1 plus 4 is 5. That would be L's value in reverse production. So Liam Payne equals 48. Take Me Home equals 48. He goes home, so to speak, 48 days after his birthday. And so you're going to see some very similar stuff to this. And what I would say that this is the flaw with the gematria communities. We're always looking backwards and saying, aha, he was sacrificed. What we're not doing is we're not going forward and saying what's really going on here. And unfortunately, some people in, I call them a cult. I think that's the only way to say them properly, is that they are a cult. They're very aware of all this stuff, and they believe that at a certain point in time, if you're new to this channel, you're new to a lot of things, Liam Payne, finance, even people in finance aren't really familiar with this. Ripple has a few catchphrases. This Ripple group, right? This Ripple group has a few catchphrases, and this isn't just some internet stuff. The Ripple group has a few catchphrases that has gotten the attention of the founders and the creators of Ripple. It looks like we didn't get the cleanest view of that picture. We look at what this picture is saying is that it is incredibly annoying that a small and delusional group of people It is incredibly annoying that a small and delusional group of people constantly having to constantly see a delusional cult based on pointless and degrading references uh, to my research. So Ethan McBro tweeted, "It is pointless, incredibly annoying, having to constantly see a delusional cult based on a pointless and degrading reference to my research." What this person said is the obsession around 589 is receiving criticism from the highest levels of Ripple now because it creates disruption from within the community. Let's see what some of this 589 switch flipping is talking about. I'm going to tell you guys just anecdotally um, that what this is referring to, this flip switching, is that basically we're going to find out that P. Diddy, he is going to snitch. P. Diddy is going to snitch on everyone. He's going to tell everyone everything about what's going on. He's not going to be like Jeffrey Epstein. He's not going to die. He's actually going to be like if Jeffrey Epstein lived, and he is going to be telling everyone, what's been going on. He's going to go deep into it. And I've talked about this with his baby oil. P. Diddy's baby oil was seized. Everyone made the very good point. Why would the baby oil be seized? Why wouldn't they just take pictures of it, release those pictures to the public, right? That doesn't make any sense. So we've had a few things going on with Liam Payne being part of the X Factor. The first is that Planet X is allegedly this planet that the Pentagon has been saying. We have a UFO mothership. We have UFOs spying on us. This is all facts now. You can say this is ridiculous. It's all fact. The Pentagon is saying we have UFOs spying on us. It's everywhere. Very easy for you to Google that we have UFOs spying on us right there from the Pentagon. The Pentagon reports newly released information by the more than 750 sightings over the past 8 months. The Pentagon says they released a report Friday outlining the U.S. government's historical record of UAPs. Pentagon answers questions on whether aliens are visiting Earth, all in the past couple days, in the past couple of hours. I did this in August before we saw a lot of UFOs, 6 UFOs with Ring doorbells in California. So Liam Payne was on the X Factor. The name of this alleged alien planet is called Planet X, and obviously Ripple is XRP. So what's really kind of going on here? I'm going to try to find this reference to XRP and the switch being flipped. Unfortunately, these people tweet so much, so when their ridiculous predictions don't come true, they can just go on to the next one. All of their pages are just like this. They say the exact same thing every day, and then you'll go try to find when they're called out for being wrong, and it is just miles and miles and miles of scrolling. These people really never stop. They have absolutely no shame whatsoever, and they're part of a large cult that Donald Trump has formed. And unfortunately, I've been able to make a lot of incredibly uncanny predictions about this cult. Specifically related to the stock market, Scott's Miracle Grow, UFO, Kodak, Co-Diagnostics. We can go see recently this post about Kodak right there. I predicted that we were going to see the mainstream media question the real Joe Biden. Boom. The mainstream media is questioning the real Joe Biden 6 or 7 months after I posted about it. Joe Rogan is raising serious questions about Joe Biden's height. That's the largest podcast in the world. Scott's Miracle Grow, incredibly uncanny information. Donald Trump had an interview with someone named Rachel Scott on the day Scott's Miracle Grow reported earnings and broke out exactly as I predicted. And then this one was just kind of ridiculous. I predicted a Katrina-like situation. I predicted that Hurricane Beryl was going to hit Harris County in Houston before the meteorologists. I predicted a Katrina-like situation, which did happen in Asheville. Then I predicted that we were going to see Disney World be flooded, and I connected it to sex trafficking related to Disney World. Lo and behold, we found out there was a sex trafficking sweep during a Category 5 hurricane, which makes absolutely no sense unless you remember hurricanes are controlled, and the hurricane shelters did not allow pedophiles in their shelters. And I have right here, boom, Milton's going to be destroyed. We're going to hear about human trafficking sting at Disney. Boom, we hear about a human trafficking sting at Disney. So what's going on here? Bitcoin was used to buy adrenochrome, and that's the big thing. Bitcoin was used to buy adrenochrome. P. Diddy, his baby oil is not Johnson & Johnson baby oil. It is adrenochrome. That is a substance, a drug, harvested from the adrenal glands of children that members of the Satanic Church and other churches consume, and they believe it gives them special powers, and it is extremely illegal. It's also extremely expensive. Donald Trump directly references adrenochrome when he talks about Chidlerin. That's why apparently we had Typhoon Yagi destroy and flood China, and then right after that China exploded. We saw Michael Gay make a very interesting connection between the Chinese stimulus being right after P. Diddy. Neo exploded, like I said. Alibaba exploded. I made a video right before that happened, and that was part of the fourth quarter rotation. It was also part of, I believe, that this Chidlerin that could be bought on Alibaba. This Chidlerin could be bought on Alibaba, and so we're seeing, according to this cult, that these people, like Liam Payne, they're in witness protection. So basically, the idea here is that Bitcoin was used to traffic children. Okay, the storm in Asheville, and the storm in Disney, and the storm in Hurricane Beryl hitting Harris County. Remember, I predicted the Katrina-like situation with Asheville. That happened. I predicted Harris County to be have a huge power outage by Hurricane Beryl. That happened. And I predicted that Orlando was going to be flooded in a big connection to Disney World and a human trafficking sting. That happened. The reason I'm able to make these predictions is because a large cult believes that Donald Trump is still president, and they need to flood out these tunnels. There are satanic tunnels in Disney World, the Biltmore Estate in Asheville, and in the future, the Getty Museum in San Francisco, another place in Seattle. They need to be flooded out, but they need to be flooded out legally to get this evidence from all the tunnels being drained. This is the literal swamp being drained. Donald Trump's large MAGA patriot cult is well aware of this. So the idea here is that Liam Payne, he is in witness protection. He faked his death. That's very important to understand. Liam Payne faked his death, and Matthew Perry faked his death. I predicted Matthew Perry foul play and that he was murdered exactly a year before that was made fact with this knowledge very extensively. So Matthew Perry, he said he called himself Matt Man, and he said Back to the Future was the best movie. Back to the Future, they say when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, we're going to see some serious stuff. Remember, Liam Payne, born 8/29. 2 plus 9 is 11. 8/11. We look up who was with Liam Payne when he died. Kate Cassidy. Kate Cassidy's name is an anagram with 118. Like when Matthew Perry tweeted when the best movie was Back to the Future. He's doing that because he's referencing the 88 miles per hour. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, we're going to see some serious stuff. Matthew Perry fakes his death as part of Operation Night Rise Day, which is why he called himself Matman. Matman. So, 118, like Liam Payne's August 29th, August 11th, 2 plus 9 is 11, birthday, he was with Kate Cassidy. Perfect gematria anagram. Liam Payne dies is a perfect anagram with 589, exactly like that big cult I was talking about, how they had an obsession with 589, right here, and Liam Payne dies equals 589. So they have an obsession with 589. It's getting debate. It's getting criticism from Brad Garlinghouse. Interesting character. He certainly doesn't like this big cult being formed, I'm sure. Right? So we look at Liam Payne. He is in witness protection. He's testifying against P. Diddy. And this really relates to Ripple. Because what we're going to see is we're going to see Ripple explode. And we're going to see Bitcoin crash. Right now, Bitcoin is in a melt-up phase. And Ripple is lagging. What's going to happen is that Ripple explodes. And Bitcoin is going to have the flip be switched. So this large cult I've been talking about with Susan, his profile, Trader Girl Q's profile, other profiles, anyone in Q, they talk about the flip being switched. What they're referring to, like how Liam Payne died on the 3rd floor, which is an anagram with the flip is switched. The flip the switch is an anagram with the 3rd floor. So that's a reference to when it comes out, Bitcoin, BTC, was baby trafficking coin. Okay, when it comes out that Bitcoin was used to traffic children, chidlerin, you're going to have the flip be switched. There is a massive, massive crash in Bitcoin, and then XRP explodes to seemingly infinity. That's why I talk about the Ripple ETF so much being so important. It is a hedge to my Bitcoin assets. Now I have the FIAT ETF that shorts Coinbase with option premium to hedge. But Liam Payne dies equals 589. 589. He was with Kate Cassidy, which is 118. 589 is the Ripple rallying cry. He was on the X Factor. Ripple is XRP. Planet X, Planet Nibiru, XR, Planet X is allegedly, their gravitational pull is getting closer, and that's why the Pentagon is talking about aliens invading every 5 minutes, which I predicted perfectly in late 2023. Now we're getting daily updates from the Pentagon about UFOs. That planet is called Planet X. It is going to cause more tsunamis, more earthquakes, and more hurricanes and floods. It's also going to cause more pipelines to explode. Okay? So this is all very important to understand. He dies in Argentina. So the Q cult, they believe Donald Trump's going to tell everyone about the pedophiles. He's going to tell everyone he arrested them and they were tried in Guantanamo Bay. What they don't know is that after all this happens, you're going to go to a very bad place in dystopian America. The real elites, the real celebrities like Liam Payne, they fake their death. And they're in Argentina, not Argentina right now. The reason Liam Payne was in Argentina is to let you know all the celebrities who are faking their death, like how everyone is waking up to Liam Payne faking his death, being in witness protection, speaking out against Sean Diddy Combs, all the people who fake their death, they have evacuated to Antarctica. Okay, they're not in America anymore. You're going to be in America with QAnon, and they're going to be telling you to trust the plan while we get all of our rights and liberties taken away, and we're told that people like Matthew Perry, they fake their death to help Donald Trump catch the pedophiles, and everyone is going to be celebrating this in a very bad place with you. And Liam Payne, he ain't going to be with you.